Hey, this is Batting Stance Guy, and if you didn't watch baseball this week, here's what you missed. A lovely outpouring of affection from the Wrigley Field friendly confines to Kerry Wood as he retired. And it reminded me, just because the Cubs are in last place this year, people, go see a game at Wrigley Field this summer. There's so many reasons. One, nostalgia. It's one of the oldest stadiums ever. It's gorgeous. Look, I played Little League for the Cubs, and no, my dad was not a Middle Eastern dictator. In the middle of 1945, my grandpa didn't move because he had access to World Series tickets in the event the Cubs made the World Series, which they did. So my dad was born in Chicago because that's the last time the Cubs played in the World Series. Unbelievable. Another reason is the best player born in the 90s is Starlin Castro. Sorry, Bryce Harper. He's got a really open stance, so that's exciting. And every once in a while, he doesn't look at the pitcher when he's playing short. Another is the first baseman, Brian LaHare, who, by the way, very few players shimmy-shim like this. Keith Hernandez went like this, but Brian LaHare is bringing a whole new shimmy-shim to Wrigley. Also, Alfonso Soriano, not sure how long he'll be there, but he's one of the chapters in my book on, yes, a love letter to baseball, framed around the 50 greatest batting stances of my lifetime. Alfonso Soriano has his own chapter. Yes, Scribner, 250-something pages. It's amazing. Get it on Amazon. One of my favorite chapters is one of the first 20, which is on my favorite Cub, Gary Matthews Sr., the Sarge. Speaking of LaHare's shimmy shim, you've got this for the Sarge, you've got the loop, you've got the hit, and then you've got the drop it like it's hot bat. Get it out of here. In the summer of 1986, I got to go on the field at Wrigley Field. Now, that's when I fell in love with it. We're family friends with Chris Spire, who's a utility infielder for the Cubs. And in '86, I got to go on the field with his son, Justin, who later played in the major leagues. And look at that. That's us playing catch in left field. Look, I was almost standing on the warning track when I was taking BP, and I still only had warning track power. That's why I fell in love with Wrigley. You should fall in love with it because it's the only place where the bleacher tickets are just as expensive as the tickets behind home plate. I got to be Craig Sager, who's from Chicago, and interview Darwin Barney and do a big story from all the reporters about Darwin Barney. Click right here. Point is, go to Wrigley Field this summer. Please go. When Kerry Wood walked off the mound, I honestly cried. I watched it 4 or 5 times, and I cried each time. I don't know how to make these MLB Weekend reviews more emotional, but I'll do what I can. It's a long season, but a great one. So stay tuned.